Hey everybody, it's Sam Jacobs. Welcome to Friday Fundamentals. I think it's a Friday in October when you're hearing this, so I hope that the weather is wonderful. I know that I always talk about the weather. It's something that we all have in common. So at any rate, wherever you're hearing this, as you're walking or on some public transportation, I hope you're in a good mood. We've got this week's guest back on the show. It's Ellie Tamari. She's the VP of North American Sales for Namogu. They are an Israeli company that helps make sure that e-commerce and retailer websites don't get hijacked by malware and bad technology so that e-commerce companies can convert more of their traffic into customers the way that their customers had hoped before they get taken off of the page to somewhere else. So it's a great company. And Ellie's going to talk to us about the best question that you can ask as a candidate in an interview, in a job interview. So we're going to talk about that. Now, before we get there, we want to thank our sponsors. We have one for Friday Fundamentals. It's Outreach. Outreach triples the productivity of sales teams and empowers them to drive predictable and measurable revenue growth by prioritizing the right activities and scaling customer engagement with intelligent automation, not dumb automation, but intelligent automation. Outreach makes customer-facing teams more effective and improves visibility into what really drives results. Ellie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Great to be here.
We're happy to have you. So our question for you is this. What's your favorite interview question? Walk us through what you think is a great interview question.
So when I was myself interviewing for my first sales role, I was doing a lot of research on the best interview questions that I would present back when given the opportunity. So, we love the part of the interview where whoever's interviewing you is saying, okay, well, do you have any questions for me? And we are all familiar with the questions that go around, tell me about the company and what's your strategy and describe to me what my role will be. And I kept thinking about what would be the best question, especially when you're interviewing for a sales role. What would be the best question that I could ask what would be the absolute last question that would land me the job that I wanted? And in my research, I came up with a question that said, do you have any reasons why you would not hire me for this job, for this role? And I absolutely love this question. I think it gives you so much power as an interviewee because you really can't lose with this question, no matter what happens, right? If you ask somebody, what is a reason why you won't hire me or why you don't think I'm right for the job, it gives you an opportunity to handle those objections when you're still there rather than after you've left and the person who interviewed you is left with these questions or concerns. So at that particular time, saying what might be a reason you think I'm not right for the role. And it could be, well, you don't have the right experience or you haven't sold to our kind of the customers we sell to, or you haven't sold these size deals. Whatever they tell you, you absolutely have the opportunity to dismantle those bombs right then and there. And of course, the other answer might be, oh, I have absolutely no concerns. I think you're perfect for this role, at which point you can just go skipping out that room knowing that you've landed it. So I love that question, and I think it's probably the best one that I could ever get asked as a manager hiring people right now.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Well, that's great. Any nuances that we should be aware of when we're asking that question? Any way that we ask the question that it falls flat? Any tips besides just saying any reason why you won't hire me now?
Well, make sure you actually want the job.
That's a very good point.
I wouldn't. If you're interviewing for a sales job, this is a perfect closing question, right? You can also use it when you're trying to work with a customer and see if the product is right for them. So I would first, make sure that, yes, you want the role. B, you need to make sure that you are talking to a person that's going to be open to it. If the dynamics of the interview aren't right, then, of course, use your best judgment. If it's been going horribly badly, I wouldn't ask this question. So I think that would probably be my second tip. I haven't really had situations when the question was a good fit that it was asked and bombed. So those would probably be my only two concerns.
Awesome. Ellie, remind us, if folks want to reach out to you, what's your preferred mechanism?
So anybody that's looking to reach out to me, I'm available on LinkedIn. You can find me, Ellie Tamari, Tamari. Open Connect, absolutely feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help. And if you're a woman considering a career in sales and you want to get a pitch that you won't be able to get away from, and find yourself dragged into software sales by me, definitely get in touch.
Sounds good. If you're out there and you want to reach out to me, it's LinkedIn, linkedin.com/the word in, and then /Sam F. Jacobs. Thanks again to Outreach for supporting the show, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks, Ellie.
Thank you, Sam.